What is going on, y'all? Psych Perspectives, giofvcks, and I'm about to do, first of all, go blue. Go blue, baby. I'm in debt because of them, but go blue. But we're going to be discussing Nikita Dragun and what she said about cis women and trans women, dating and attraction and what have you. And I want to say a disclaimer. Things are going to be said that you may not like or agree with. And that is completely okay. Disclaimer, I am a trans man, trans masculine, born intersex, gay, queer, pan person. Trans man here. Okay? So I'm obviously going to have some biases. So I just want to throw that out there. But I am going to share other perspectives, different perspectives, and also include my lived experiences and my personal opinion. This is a viewer request. If you like viewer requests and you want me to do a special video, the payment is $15 per viewer request per viewer video. And of course, payment is accepted via Cash App or Venmo. Oh, and I have PayPal now. I guess I should link that in there too. And as always, join the channel, become a member. A monthly membership of $9.99. You can cancel at any time. Join the channel. Become a member of the PsychedFolkx family. But let's get into it. I'm going to read an article, a little bit of an article on it from BuzzFeed.com. Nikita Dragun said cis women don't come close to looking as good as trans women. And this creator is calling her out. This is by Alexa Lizitza on BuzzFeed. So anyways, beauty influencer Nikita Dragun is no stranger to controversies. From being accused of blackfishing, aka trying to make yourself appear like you are black, though you are not, right? To more recently dropping a music video where she exposed screenshots of men in her DMs, which many saw as an attempt to publicly out them. If you don't know what Nikita Dragun looks like, this is who Nikita Dragun looks like. Giving us face, serving face, okay. All right. So that's that whole situation. Now, I'm going to talk about this real quickly, okay? I say real quickly while I'm trying to cook dinner, and I just want to... Goodness, I thought I brought them in here. Maybe I did not. I will be... Well, let me just take this with me. So let's talk about it. First of all, when it comes to beauty, people always use that cliche saying, so I'm going to use it too. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, okay? And at the same time, because we live in a, oppressive society where things are taught to us and shown to us, beauty is also a social construction. And a lot of times, dominant cultures, aka oppressors, tend to set the tone for what is perceived to be beauty because we're basing it off of their notion. Even though beauty is truly in the eye of the beholder, a lot of times what influences our view on beauty is controlled by the dominant culture, okay, aka the oppressor, in my opinion. You know me. I'ma keep it real. Oh, damn, I still left this over here. But let's light up Luck of Ibis Tranibus. Let's get to it. Boo! So, I'm gonna say this. A lot of times there's this back and forth argument between cis women and trans women about who's beauty. And here's the thing. You're women. You're all beautiful. All right? There's beautiful trans women. There's beautiful cis women. There's ugly trans women. There's ugly cis women. There's ugly non-binary people. There's beautiful non-binary people. There's beautiful, attractive, handsome, sexy trans men. There's ugly trans men. There's, trans masculine people that look gorgeous, phenom, sexy, fine as hell. And then there's trans masculine people that look hit and busted. I can look hit and busted to somebody, to many people out there. And then I can also be attractive to other people out there as well. You know what I mean? And I'm hearing this, again, trans women always trying to come for cis women. And I'm sitting here like, well, first of all, there's a lot of cis women who are transphobic and homophobic and biphobic, right? There's a lot of cis women that say the same closed-minded, bigoted shit that their cis male counterparts say, right? Let's get that together. And again, it's a lot of cis women who come out of left field and will sit up and say, well, trans women, y'all men, and men don't want no tranny. And where is that coming from? That's coming from a place of insecurity and jealousy. Let's just be real. Why are you bothered that trans women exist? That trans women are also dating men, cis men, trans masculine people. Trans women are also dating women. There's trans women that are lesbian, that are pan, that are queer, that are bi. Everybody's not heterosexual. And news flash, cis women. Everybody doesn't want cis men. Right? And then another perspective to look at too is trans women. You don't have to be sitting up feeling like cis women are the totem pole for what womanhood is either. Create your own womanhood. Create your own femininity. Create you. Live your life. You don't have to be sitting up here constantly arguing and going back and forth with cis women or cis men or anybody for that matter. And I'm going to also add this perspective. This is what's sad. Everybody's constantly kind of fighting over the same men. Yet cis men are killing trans women and killing cis women. They're disrespecting both of you on a constant basis. They don't like either of you when it's really all said and done. What they like is the accessibility to both of you. They like the sex. They like the power and dominance that they feel that they have over you. The same way that they do gay men. Okay? I mean, everybody's fighting over this cis male population that doesn't care about anybody. They don't even care about themselves. But that's my opinion. Like I told you, I'm going to say some shit that's going to have you, I don't like you, I don't like this video. And that is cool. Not everybody's cup of tea. And then I will say this. I hate that there's always this division. Right? Like cis women, trans women. You're women. Right? You might have a cis experience, but you're a woman. You're a cis woman. You might have a trans experience, but you're a trans woman. You're a woman. Okay? I really hate how there's always this unnecessarily competition over what? Okay? And this is what's crazy, right? And I'm going to pull it up. A lot of times people want to talk about the beauty aspect. Well, who looks better? Cis women, trans women. My thing is this. You can't even tell by looking at people who's trans, who's cis. It's a human being. It's a person that's in front of you. And who cares if the person is cisgendered or transgendered? If you're attracted to them, you're attracted to them. It's really, and that's what we mean by the transphobia. The transphobia that is often pushed in society. Okay? I mean, and it is pushed to the T in society. Because like y'all will literally sit up and say, because a person is trans, they're not supposed to be attractive. They're not supposed to be intelligent. They're not supposed to be loved or want love or a relationship. You can't have anything to do. And that is why so many people are in the closet, on the down low, discreet, and living double and quadruple lives. Because of the blatant transphobia. You don't want to be seen in public with a person because they're trans. You don't want to have a relationship with them because they're trans. You don't want shit to do with them because they're trans. And you don't see how that's wrong. You don't see how that's mean, evil, discriminatory. But yet, as cis people, if somebody was to say they don't want to date you because you're cisgender, they don't want to have a relationship with you because they're cisgender, they don't want to be seen in public with you, they don't want to be associated with you because you're cisgender, you can see how that's effed up. Now, granted, we can all, that's a preference, right? That's a preference. I don't date trans folks. I don't date cis people. That's my preference too then, right? So we can all see how it can be a preference. And we can also all see how your preferences can be rooted in bigotry and ignorance. But that transphobia, right? Damn, if a trans woman is beautiful, she can't be beautiful. Cis women can't be masculine, because we see a lot of masculine women, whether they're cis or trans. Okay, but I just want to throw that out there as well. But it's like, damn. Now, I want to, again, pull this up, because, again, you can't look at a person and necessarily know if they're cisgendered or transgendered, because my thing is, my goodness. Okay. Now, we're going to go deeper into this. We're going to go to www.them.us.com, right? Again, this is Nikita Dragun. You do see the blackfishing, though. You can definitely see her, again, faking the funk like she's black when she's not. You can see it. You can see it. You can see it. Let's just be real. This is by Shar Giselle. Nikita Dragun is no stranger to drama. That's what Nikita Dragun is pretty much. Again, people are social media influencers, content creators, and they have other titles that go along with it. But they are these things. And when people have that type of notoriety, that type of influence, that attention, they can say and do a lot of things that can be good, bad, ugly, and in between. And I'm going to say it's cliche and chatty, but with great power comes great responsibility. And let's be real, in this day and age of social media, a lot of people don't understand the power that they have with their platforms. So it is crazy because you see it all the time. But anyways, you can say at the heart of her brand, it's what generates. Oops, my bad. It's what generates traffic to her social medias, and it's likely the reason you click the link to read this piece. So it brings me no particular joy to put the spotlight on her yet again as a result of her latest flub. Earlier this month, September, the 25-year-old trans YouTuber, she's a trans woman. And that's what y'all was to know, oh, you cis, you trans. You can't look at a person and tell if they're any of those things. You really can't. So again, but anyways, 25-year-old trans YouTuber dropped a snippet in video of a braggadocious hip-hop track. The acronym, D-I-C-K. That's right, dick. Anyways, on this song, Dragun raps about alleged fashion copycats and men who have been in her DMs. Quote, come get your boyfriend because he's on my page stalking. Quote, she raps, quote, I blocked his number, but somehow he's still calling. Quote, now I'm going to say this, as a trans man, trans masculine, gay, queer, pan person, I don't believe in outing people, exposing someone else's sexuality or what they like to do sexually. I don't believe in outing folks. And at the same time, there's a lot of people out here that you think is heterosexual that ain't. It is what it is. Okay, just like a lot of y'all thought I was cisgendered probably. Okay, and I thought I was doing a great job cosplaying as a cishet woman, 3 years ago, but obviously not. So a lot of people are living double and quadruple lives. That's all I'm going to say on that. And my thing is, why is it wrong that a trans woman is rapping about sexual escapades? I mean, is that not what Nicki Minaj does, what Cardi B does, what Megan Thee Stallion does, what so many other cis women rappers do? So why is it an issue when a trans woman does it? Double standards over here, honey. And my thing is this, are cis men not sitting up talking about the women that they bang and the sexcapades that they're having in all of their damn hip-hop rap songs and music videos? Well, I mean, shit, it's just the double standards and the hypocrisy for me, right? And at the same time, you know me, psych perspectives, we're going to look at it all from different lenses. And at the same time, trans women are being murdered, killed, and slaughtered in the streets. And particularly black and brown trans women of color are being killed out here. They're being killed. And you know who's killing them? It's predominant, and let's just keep it a buck, it's mostly black and brown cisgendered men who are doing the killings. And we all know this, right? Just like cis women are being killed. You know, when you look at black and brown cis women of color are being killed. And guess who's killing them? It's mostly black and brown cis men, okay? So we know what's going on. And a lot of times the speculation is, well, they're killing they're killing trans women because they don't want to be outed, or they don't want people to know that they're sexually attracted or sexually involved with a woman of trans experience. And that's what we mean by the transphobia feeds into a lot of the killings and the murdering. And then at the same time, a lot of people are looking at this situation like, well, Nikita, you're a trans woman. Why would you sit up here and try to out these men? But she didn't say anybody's names, right? In the song, right? But hold up, it gets worse. Accompanying the song was a highly offensive video with flashes of celebrities and notables with the word dick plastered over their faces and bodies, including one of the prominent foremothers of the LGBTQ plus rights movement, Marsha P. Johnson. And this is where we talk about racism, white supremacy, homophobia, transphobia, biphobia, internalized transphobia, right? Because you can internalize your own self-hatred, okay? Because you're a part of a bigger society that's constantly telling you that you're not shit, you're weak, you're pathetic, you're trash, you're disgusting, you're filth, you're an abomination, you're the worst of the worst, and you're going to hell. These are the things that are constantly being force-fed to a lot of us, right? Especially, you know, if you're black, you're brown, you're Asian, you're Puerto Rican, you're a person of color, you're indigenous, you're gay, you're lesbian, you know, you're trans, you're pan, you're queer, you're a part of the LGBTQ plus community. These are things that you're probably being told and have been indoctrinated with your entire life. So it's not hard to believe that people may just internalize all of that toxic shit, especially when that's all you're being told. Oh, Jesus. Burning up stuff because I'm trying to... Anyways, so if that's all you're being told on a constant basis, it's not a surprise that people might internalize this, in my opinion. Now, the disrespect. I mean, Marsha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera, information will be in the description box below, and links to these articles will be in the description box below. But these are foremothers. These are founding mothers, founding trans women of color, black and brown women of color, trans women of color, who literally laid the groundwork, provided the foundation, not only for trans women, trans men, trans masculine, trans feminine, trans umbrella, transgender community, but also for the LGBTQ plus community, for the gays and the lesbians and bisexuals and everybody else. You know, it can be argued we wouldn't have a pride without Marsha P. Johnson, without Sylvia Rivera's, without so many people. So for her to sit up here and disrespect, and this is what happens a lot of times with the younger generations that are not informed and aware, to utter disrespect, the ignorance, the stupidity. I mean, what are you saying? What are you doing? What are you promoting? And then, like I said earlier, people are influencers, so they don't recognize the power, or they don't give a damn altogether. I mean, that was stupid as hell, Nikita. That was dumb as hell. And again, it's nobody's business, ultimately, who sleeps with who, what, you know what I feel me? So again, in my opinion, you don't out people. You shouldn't out people. And at the same time, don't be ignorant and assume everybody is cisgendered or everybody's heterosexual. Don't do it. You setting yourself up for failure. You setting yourself up for heartbreak. That's all I'm gonna say. then again, why should your heart be breaking because somebody else is not straight? That don't really make sense to me. But a lot of y'all are so like entitled and possessive and just crazy that y'all get so up in arms because somebody is like, you really upset that somebody is attracted to somebody that's trans. Somebody is attracted to the same sex or the same gender, or they like all genders or different genders. Y'all really be bothered. And that's something to think about. Like, how are you bothered that somebody is not straight? Like, that's not really recollecting with me. Like, I don't understand why that would be a problem. You feel me? Like, that's kind of strange, don't you think? But okay. So, the disrespect, and like I said, the racism in it. Meanwhile, you sitting up here blackfishing and trying to be black. Like, girl, get it together. And that's for real, Nikita. Get it together. That's it. The shit is crazy. They can sit up here and idolize and love everything about the culture, but then turn around and disrespect the culture and low-key hate the culture, but while trying to be the culture. I mean, that's some psychotic shit when you think about it. Anyway, okay, so rappers Asian Da Brat and Tyga both chose to publicly address being referenced in Dragun's video. Tyga said on Twitter that Dragun sought out his company for a music video. He's not sure why his likeness was used. Asian Da Brat, for her part, stooped to the lowest level with a Twitter thread that misgendered Dragun and was otherwise riddled with transphobia. Now here's the thing. You don't have to be a bigot to check somebody, right? So you didn't have to misgender her, Nikita. You know, Asian Da Brat, you could have just came to her woman to woman. You could have called her a bitch, things like that. But you didn't have to misgender her, right, to check her. That's what I mean by you don't come back with transphobia to check a trans person. You don't come back with homophobia to check somebody that's gay. You don't come back with racism to check somebody that's a person of color. Jeez, you don't have to, at that point, and honestly, that kind of shows that you bothered because, I'm just saying, but she needed to be checked because, again, she had no business putting y'all in shit that, you feel me? So I understand, but you didn't have to come back with transphobia. Okay? But I'm not going to continue reading this. This information will be in the description box below. I really do think that Nikita Dragun is definitely, I'm just going to say it, she's anti-black while trying to be black. She shows racism all through her whole setup. She's messy. And at the same time, she is checking people on their transphobia while also still being toxic and bigoted herself. I mean, this is humanity at this point. Everybody is a walking contradiction, all right? Everybody is literally full of shit to some form or fashion. Some are worse than others. I literally burnt my potatoes. I am now. Now I have to make more potatoes because I want my potatoes. Jeez. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on the whole Nikita Dragun, cis women, trans women, beauty, transphobia, pop culture, media, the whole, you feel me? If you would like me to do more request videos, again, they're $15 per video. Payment is accepted through Cash App, Venmo, and now PayPal. Or you can always join the channel and become a member of the PsychedFolkx family for $9.99 a month. And guess what? You can cancel at any time. Or you can always donate to the channel to help with the growth and expansion of the channel. You know? These donations go to improving the channel for real. Or you can always just subscribe and hit that notification bell. There's many options. Or you don't have to do anything. You know, I can't force you. But anyways, y'all be peaceful out here. Try to be peaceful. Wear your mask. Stay 3 to 6 feet apart. Wash your hands at least 20 seconds. Every time you wash them, you should be washing them frequently. And if you can, and if you want to, I strongly suggest and recommend you get vaccinated against COVID-19. All right, and get the flu shot, get vaccinated. But again, that's if you want to. I'm not forcing you to do shit. All right, I'm out. Go blue.